So today I have a very, very, very special guest. And we know that children are our future. So here we have my wonderful subscriber, follower, Dominika, and her son, ADAS.
Hello.
Hello. Cześć,
Hi,
Adaś.
Ania.
Cześć. So today our interview, because I want to say this. First of all, Dominika is one of the kindest, sweetest subscribers I have, and I have received the most beautiful emails were actually from Dominika. She lives in Poland. She's Polish. So is her son. And we actually connected some time ago, and I did this contest, as some of you guys remember, when I published my first children book, that I will give 17 books to children, and who would like to receive it, please email me the name and information. So Adaś actually was one of the winners. Oh, can you hear me there? Okay. Adaś was one of the winners of the book. So what I decided to do to start the 2022, yes, I have it too, to start the 2022 with a very special, pure energy and talk about your life, guys, talk about energy, but talk about my book. And how was this experience for you? How was this experience when you received the book and when you heard that Adaś is the winner? How was that?
Actually, I didn't really believe that Adam will win the book. I just put him on the list, and I wrote to Anya that if it's meant to be, it will be. If the energy is meant to come to us, it will. If it doesn't, probably it's meant for other children to go to. So I would like to tell to everyone that the books, actually the first book that Anya wrote, carries incredible energy, the same energy that we receive when we go to Anya's Instagram, when we go to Anya's YouTube channel. That's such a high vibrational energy that you just have to be around.
Thank you so much.
And that's from the heart. That's what we both feel, and that's what we both felt when we opened up the book that came from you.
Thank you. And I just want to say that your emails, and I haven't told you this before we start recording, your emails that you send to me carry always this very high frequency with the words you choose, with the message you send me, and I'm like, wow, like there's so much love in that family. Like you can see he's like so full of life and energy. It's so beautiful. And I want to ask, actually, I want to ask Adaś now. What did he like about this story the most?
Co najbardziej lubiłeś w książce Pani? Co ci się najbardziej podobało?
Piesek Odo.
Piesek Odo.
Oh.
Niebieski ptak.
Okay. We'll start from the characters. What he liked the most was Odo, of course, because he loves dogs and he loves all the animals. And he loved the blue jay. And when we talked after we read the book, he would like to actually ask you why, out of all the birds that inhabits North America, because he has already checked that this bird inhabits North America, why you have chosen the blue jay? Who is the blue jay? And are you friends with one of those blue jays?
Wow. Okay, Adaś, this is such a good question. Super pytanie, Adaś. Super. And I tell you why. So the blue jay, when I lived in California, kiedy mieszkałam w Kalifornii, Adasiu, and I was taking many walks in Santa Barbara area i chodziłam dużo w Santa Barbara w tym mieście, to blue jay, ten ptak blue jay was everywhere. Wszędzie był ten ptak. And when I was seeing this bird, the tail was so magnificent and so blue, like indigo blue. It's just so beautiful, so different. And I got messages from this bird. I got inspired. Sometimes I was sitting on the bench and the bird was like looking at me. I said, this will be the bird that will help Matilda and her best friend dog, Odo, to travel in time. No i Adasiu, dlatego ten ptak, jak on siedział na drzewie, wiesz, to on się ze mną komunikował i ja wtedy zrozumiałam, że ten ptaszek to będzie takim pośrednikiem dla Matyldy i Odo, żeby oni podróżowali w czasie, wiesz?
I przeprowadzę.
He will take them to another timeline.
Okay.
Dziękuję.
Okay.
Super pytanie. Thank you so much.
He's full of energy, as you see.
I can tell. So
My
I
whole
want to
family is full of energy, both of them.
ask about Ada's favorite dog. Adaś, a powiedz mi o twoim piesku teraz. Can you tell us about your dog?
Ale co mi?
Where do we have Franuś from?
Skąd ja mam wiedzieć?
Because he's older than you. Franuś is 10 years old and Adam is 6, so he was already around when Adam was
Jak
born.
Franuś był w domu tym, to ja byłem jeszcze mały.
That's exactly.
Tak.
All right.
It's true,
That's not a
but it's Ada's best friend, right?
On jest twoim najlepszym przyjacielem? Yes, he is your best
Okay.
friend. He loves
Okay,
all the
and-
animals. Chodź.
And tell me now, for you, like when you buy children books, Dominika, what are your criteria when you choose any literature or stories that you purchase for Adaś? What is important for you?
I always look for the books that carry the message, you know, that carry the message, that teach something about important things in life.
Mhm. So let me
So-
ask Adaś now. Adaś, a ja mam pytanie do ciebie. We will translate this in a second. Ja mam do ciebie teraz pytanie, bo Matylda w tej książce ma jedno pytanie. Co jest najważniejszą rzeczą w życiu? So I'm asking Adaś now. To chcę ciebie teraz zapytać, co jest najważniejszą rzeczą dla ciebie. So I just want to know, because Matylda keeps asking this question, what is the most important thing in life? So what is Ada's most important thing in life?
Babcia, dziadek.
Oh, okay.
What was
Okay.
the most important thing for that the book was talking about?
But for Adaś is family, right?
To love everyone. The message from the book was to love everyone. To love. And for
To love,
him, the
yeah.
most important is mom, dad, Franuś, grandma, and grandpa.
That's beautiful. That's great. That's so good.
People-
That's so good.
People, not things.
Poeci to chwilę na głowie.
Okay.
That's amazing. Okay, so I want to ask you about how in this current reality you see your child energetically going through those experiences that we are going through. How is this unfolding?
For him, it's unfolding much easier than for all of us, I think, because if you are near him, you can actually straight away feel that these children that come to Earth these days, these years, are very high vibrational beings. And they live from the heart. And they are very independent, Anya. They are very independent. I'm not trying, but there are some situations in mother's life when you have to, even for the safety of the child, tell him not to do something. And you know, when, for example, I say, don't do this, don't kick this, he says, Mom, this is my leg, and I will be deciding about my leg, what my leg is going to be doing. You have to learn that I am making the decisions, me and only me. So I hear it nearly every day. He's being naughty sometimes. It's normal because he's small and he needs to express his energy. But they are very, very independent, and they live from the heart. They love is everything for them. Love and attention and the contact with nature. You know, I didn't teach him this, but when I didn't teach him this, and since he was a little boy, when we would, for example, go outside, go for a walk, he would do everything not to step on beetles, spiders. He would take them and put them to the side so no one else can step on them. So when we go, for example, to childcare, I have to leave home 1 hour earlier at least, because he picked up every single creature, you know, to prevent them from being damaged by someone else. He hacks trees. He does it by himself. So I'm telling you, beautiful times are coming and are ahead.
Yes, that's so good that he reminds you of what really is important, and that connection to nature. I remember when you wrote me this email, I was like, this is so sweet. But I have to say, I wasn't expecting him to be so energetic. That surprised me now, because I was like, oh, it's like namaste, you know. I'm like, wow, he's full of energy, which is great. It's like life force, you know, it's alive. It's beautiful.
Yes. So that's why I'm letting him do this.
So okay, let me ask you now about the second book, because you actually were one of the first people, excuse me, and I'm really grateful. Thank you so much for ordering the second one from Matilda's Adventures. And it's about yeah, it's actually about the Formula One champion. So it's about cars. Does ADAS know about the story?
He knows that there is the new book coming. Wiesz o nowej drugiej książeczce, prawda? And we bought it. Kupiliśmy. And he knows that this is about the cars, but I didn't tell him anything more about the title, and because I wanted him to have a surprise, actually.
Okay.
So we will see when it comes. We will be translating and we will be enjoying the energy.
So tell me, like, and I will attach all the links down below, guys. So if you're interested, please, this is actually how I make my living, through books, through YouTube. And, you know, it's not that amazing like people think sometimes, but it's my creative side and I have to express it, because if I don't, what's the point of living? You have to create, you have to do things. But I want to say, like, let's go to that journey of yours, because you wrote me in your email that you actually used to live in Australia. Now I don't remember if ADAS was born in Australia or ADAS was born in Poland.
No, he was born in Norway.
Norway.
Born in Norway and lived there for 4 years. But if it comes to Australia, I lived in Australia for 10 years. By myself.
And by yourself?
That was my personal journey.
Okay, so now it must be even though you don't live there, it must be quite painful to be aware of what's going on there right now for you.
It is, but at the same time, I am aware and I know and I strongly feel in my heart that whatever happens over there and in any other country in the world, it is really, really needed for the change that is to come.
Yeah.
It is needed. Sometimes changes are very painful, but sometimes this is the only way to see, to open your eyes, to see, to learn.
Through this pain, yeah. Isn't it, it's kind of human nature that people tend to choose pain for their teacher more than pleasure. It's, I mean, like I always think about Joe Dispenza, like how Joe Dispenza says, you don't have to always choose pain as your, you know, experience to learn. You can choose pleasure. But I think we also have been trained into this. I think it's,
you know, my biggest lessons in life were through pain, not through pleasure.
right. It's a gift. It's a gift that we only appreciate after some time when we look back, right?
That's true. At the time when it happens, we don't actually see that it's got a deeper meaning. But after a few months, few years, after a particular sequence of events that come one after another, we realize that it had to be this way to get us to the point where we are now, and to make us grow.
Yes, absolutely. So I want to end this conversation today, Dominika. If we can show this beautiful dog that is walking around there. If ADAS can introduce the dog and tell us a few things about the dog. Oh, so okay, Adaś, powiedz, kto to jest? Ma na imię.
Ale pani Ania nie wie, a widzowie nie wiedzą. Jak ma na imię?
Dobra, Franek.
I kim jest Franek dla ciebie?
It's a boy, right? It's a boy?
Chłopak. Czy dziewczynka to jest chłopak?
Chłopak.
Chłopak. He's a boy and
Okay.
this is you.
Jest dla mnie, on jest jego.
Okay. To him, he is like a brother.
Oh, that's so great. It's the best companion, right? Yes? Yes.
Because everyone is equal, isn't it? Wszyscy są tacy sami, prawda? Just everyone has got different energy. He is stronger than you, that's true.
Oh, that's for sure. So Adaś, o Franek, super. Adaś, co byś chciał życzyć wszystkim, co nas oglądają na Nowy Rok? Masz jakieś życzenia dla tych, co nas oglądają? What would you like to wish us for the new year?
Na Nowy Rok, żeby co? Dla ludzi, żeby co było?
Nie wiem.
No pomyśl. Żeby być kochany, to byś to.
Nie wiem.
You don't know? Bo zaskoczyło cię pytanie, tak?
Oh, I surprised you with a question. Okay, no problem. We will
Okay.
think about it, but I will ask your moms. Dominika, I know that you would like to say something before we end today. Is it the wish for New Year, or tell me?
It is. The New Year has come. We were supposed to record this conversation a week ago, but we had some shenanigans. So we were not able to purely connect. But because we have the beginning of the new year, I would like to express my best wishes to the viewers. It was once said that the truth will set you free. So I am wishing all of you to be an independent truth seeker. Leave all the gurus, all the authorities behind you. And please always double and triple check all the informations by yourself and connect the dots by yourself. Don't count on other people to do it for you, because the new time that comes and is ahead of us, this is the time when we will have to be independent and think for ourselves always. And the most important, that the truth is always in here. You have to live from your heart, from the inside, and resonate it to the outside world, because the whole universe starts within your heart and it never starts outside. There's nothing that is outside, that exists outside before it before you create it within you, in your heart. And you have to reconnect with your higher self. I will not tell you how to do it, because everyone is different and you will find your own way how to do it. Sometimes through pain, sometimes through joy, sometimes through very hard experiences, but you will find your way to reconnect with yourself, with your higher self, and with the source, because the source is everything that is, and the source is pure love. And I want to show you something before we end.
Okay.
1 second.
I will wait when Dominika comes back, because I have to tell her this.
I forgot it.
How beautiful this message.
When I
How
lived in
beautiful.
Australia, in the hardest times in my life, literally, I found this on the street, and I sent the photo to Anya.
Can you read for us what it says? Yeah.
That is a frequency that exists within you. Tune in. And that's what I'm wishing to all of you, to tune in and live from the heart.
Oh,
And
okay.
read Anya's book, because the energy that they carry is incredible, incredible. Both the book for children and the one that I got under the Christmas tree. I was for so long, I was wishing and dreaming to have it, and I just found it under the Christmas tree. I don't know how. Don't ask me.
Okay. I just want to say this. Having subscribers like yourself, I am just so blown away by how beautiful people like yourself are actually watching my videos, reading my books, and like being part of this co-creation. Because if this is the energy of my viewers, like what else I could ask for? Like, Dominika, dziękuję ci bardzo.
This is the energy of your viewers, because this is the energy that you carry, and you attract the energy that is alive.
I believe in it, but sometimes I forget, and then you guys remind me. Because
that's what we have each other for, to remind ourselves when we forget ourselves.
Yes. Thank you so much for everything. Thank you for coming on to this is the first video for 2022, and we're gonna set this energy. This is the intention for this year. Children are the future. Okay, we go within. We are independent in the search for the truth. There is only one truth, and it's within our own hearts, and it all connects us to the pure source creator, call it God, energy. And
we are our own saviors. We are our own
exactly. Thank you so much.
May I say one more thing before we end?
Sure, go ahead.
Before this whole world situation started 1.5 years ago, or maybe longer, because I get that since I was a child, I've been getting those downloads, not when I want them, but when I'm ready to receive them.
Yep.
And just before it all started, just maybe to calm everyone down, to bring a little bit of hope, I had this dream, and I can tell the difference between these dreams and the
prophetic
dreams and the dreams that are just normal dreams, because they are very realistic ones. Okay. And the other thing is that when I wake up, I remember every single detail of this dream. And this dream that I had 1.5 years ago, maybe a little bit longer than that, was that I entered my mom's house and I saw the photos. And I saw the photos of popes and political figures hanging everywhere, all over the walls. And I asked my mom, what? And the house was empty, sorry. And I rang my mom and I asked her, Mom, why did you hang all those photos? What does it mean? And she said, they are not what they seem to be. They are all not what they seem to be. And my mom asked me, do you know what happened? I said, no. Then turn the TV on. And there was a big TV on my mom's wall. I turned it on. I'm sorry. And actually I saw Jesus on the screen, and my mom said he came to earth to finish this. And by Jesus, I didn't mean the person, but I meant the Christ consciousness. And when I woke up in the morning, I just knew, I was 100% sure that everything's gonna be okay and that something big is going to happen. And 2 or 3 months later, the whole situation started. And I just wanted you and everyone to know that everything is gonna be, we're gonna be fine.
Dziękuję ci, kochana. Dziękuję ci za to. I have so much love for you and people like you, and I believe, yes, I believe in everything you said, and we're gonna get through this.
Yes.
I always say this, thank you so much for sharing this, Dominika. I always say this, if we are still alive, there is a reason for it.
It is. It is. And the Christ consciousness is coming back to earth. And we will all see it and we will all experience it, because we are the change.
We are the change. Dziękuję. Thank you so much for today. And ADAS,
Bye-bye.
this is the end. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching, and Happy New Year to everyone. What a wonderful subscriber and co-creator I have, like Dominika. Dziękuję ci bardzo, kochana.
And
Wszystkiego
likewise,
dobrego.
Ania. What a beautiful person
Bye-bye.
being you are.
Bye-bye, guys.
Wishing the best to you and to your dad.
Dziękuję. Dziękuję bardzo.